Hey guys, what's up? It's been quite a while since I've ever done a talking, or actually never done a talking, let alone a video. But I just want to address something that I feel like I should just want to talk about myself, and that is, well, my depression. I've still not been diagnosed by an actual clinic, but anyone who's actually talked to me, and well, I have my depression is kind of annoying. Sorry, but as of recently, I've learned something new. That some of the depression that I've been having hasn't been my own. And here's what I mean. And depression usually comes from yourself or from your environment. Usually like people putting you down and all that stuff. Yes. And usually when it comes to my depression, I always end up telling people that you should probably comfort that, or you should always comfort it. You should give it a hand and kind to it, not try to fight it off like always. Because I always thought like you should not fight your depression because it's still a part of who you are as a person. It's like just being cautious to an extreme. But I realized lately some of that depression is what you're supposed to fight, and that depression is what I'm going to call it as an imaginary depression, something that is created from just the mind. Not your mind, but like it's presetted to be created. Like, take it for example, you do something good and you finish a project. It looks good, it looks fine, it looks great, looks fine, there's nothing wrong, there's barely a flaw to it or anything like that. But then you feel depressed about it. You feel down, for no reason, right? Now, you're wondering, and then you're saying, why is this? Oh, it's my depression kicking in again. Fuck's sake, why is it happening now? Like, you're going to start brooding about it. But how about I tell you, that isn't really your fault, but more like you're so attuned to having a depressive state that you subconsciously end up creating this pre-failure before you actually do it. Because like you could be like you can get depressed like if when you're writing a project you end up breaking it halfway through and you have to restart. Yeah, that's causing depression. But like that should cause you like be down and be feeling inside. But like, what happens if you didn't do that? What happens if you didn't do that? And that's a what if scenario where your mind subconsciously gives you that what if moment. But instead of doing the what if you didn't do anything wrong, what if you did something wrong and you just constantly just keep hurting yourself that way? Now, that's not a great thing. Obviously, 100% that's not great. Freaking just beating yourself up for something that you didn't do wrong. It's like that old image meme, or that old image a long time ago, where the guy who's just standing there suddenly just has like a black hole in his heart or in the middle of his chest and just wells up in pain and sorrow. Like, I usually consider that one as a depression day, where you just, oh fuck, like no, like you just feel like you just have to be like you just need to get depressed, and you're gonna be in a depressive state that you can't really do anything, and if you try interacting with people, you end up hurting people, and you realize that you just want to walk away. But there are times like you should never feel depressed if you did something good. If you could be overwhelmed, yes, because some people expect that expectation of being good and great, and that you feel like that needs to be said, that needs to be done to be feel to be good. But then at that point, you like that is a state of being depressed. Being overwhelmed is depressed. That expectation to seek out being good, acknowledgement, the validation that what you did is meaningful in a sense. But if no one notices it, then yeah, depression kicks in. That's normal. That is a normal sense of depression. If someone does notice it, appreciates you, and then says all this stuff, and you still end up feeling bad about it, then yeah, that's what your imaginary. That's what you preset yourself to fail, and it's just set off at that time, even though you didn't fail at all. And so I will also compare it. This is not the same thing as false depression. False depression is something that, well, like what is said, is fake depression. It's something that the person in question, makes up a depressive state to get people's attention and make them feel bad for them. It's kind of like putting the effect of being the victim, like putting themselves to being the victim without having to be the victim. And that is where I will go back to how imaginary depression is. It acts like this is the victim when it's not. But it's in your own, but it's in your body. It's not created from an immediate result. It's created from before that result even happened. And then, like me, when you talk about how to comfort your depression, you will give it that attention. And usual cases where the people who play the victim and get that attention, they get empowered by that attention and but they still do worser things. They keep doing that thing that makes it feel like you shouldn't be doing such things, or you shouldn't be feeling down. People are here for you. People are smart. They're getting that freaking ego boost so much. So what I'm saying is that if it is your depression, comfort it. Take care of it. Because again, it is you. And you need to be nice to yourself sometimes. But if it's not, you gotta slap that bitch across the face and get over it. Because most likely, you're gonna win that fight if you want to. Because other people do got your back. And you should always have your own. Anyways, that was my talk. I wanted to do this thing for the beginning of this month, but the microphone didn't come through, and I had to wait for a few more stuff and then get comfortable with it. Anyways, anybody came by, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.